He puts in a cross. 2-1 Villa. Ollie Watkins. What can you say? Just simple cross and a headed goal. Didn't defend it again. And a handball in the build-up from John McGinn that didn't get given either. For fuck's sake. How simple. Look, nobody there. Nobody marking their centre forward. Nobody. Nobody. Fucking nobody marking Ollie Watkins. Their centre forward. Fuck me. We go from going 1 goal up to somehow finding ourselves 2-1 down. Half time. Pawson blows up for half time. It's Villa that lead by 2-1 in a game that I don't even know how to start. How do we go from dominating, going 1-0 up, into thrown away by conceding 2 stupid fucking goals? 2 absolutely avoidable, defendable goals, and we find ourselves 2-1 down. Lots to try and figure out for Arnott at half time. Pep said, shy formation, get Salah on the ball. Where's this one? Chin up, Craig. I think we'll get behind the high line second half. Look, we've created plenty in that first half, but man, we can't defend. I don't even know what to say about the defending. Like, how do you leave a centre forward that space to be unmarked? Cross comes in unchallenged, and you're talking about Lucas Digne, who's a very good crosser of the ball, and then there's Watkins to head it into the goal, and Liverpool without zero challenge on him. It's just fucking not good enough. It's just not good enough. $45 minutes to go, and yeah, we need to find a bit of a ruthless streak. Second half. Wow. Football changes quick, doesn't it? Every time we have a set piece, like, stop me if I'm on my own here, but it feels like every time we have a set piece, we look and feel vulnerable, and it's worrying. You know, how do you have Canade and Virgil in there and Ollie Watkins getting in unchallenged for headers? Chris Chan said, will we win the league with defending like that? Well, hopefully, but I do agree we've got to be better defensively, mate. Those situations were entirely defendable. Salah is a problem. No outlet on that side. Loses every ball, said Vava. And thank you for your super chat. And Nessie said, defending like strikers playing at the back. It's just too lackadaisical. Like, even when I spoke to you guys about Virgil's defending, this constant putting it out for throw-ins, not even putting it deep out for throw-ins. He side foots it and gives them throw-ins near our corner flag. Just hoof it upfield, Virgil. You're going to give them back possession anyway. But most importantly, the 2 goals we conceded were entirely defendable. The first one, Szoboszlai just needs to head it behind for a corner and not head it back into play. And he heads it back into play, and then there's Yuri Tielemans to volley it down into the ground and past Alisson. And the second one, I don't even know where to start with it. It's just not good enough defensively. You don't need me to tell you that. You know it. Ashley Dooley said 10 shots, 1 on target. That's not good enough. Emily said, does Liverpool come back and win games like this? Well, I hope so, Emily, because if I'm Arne Slot in that dressing room now, it's a free hit. It's a free hit. You know, you're 2-1 down. Roll the dice now and go for it. Because as much as we've created and had some good territorial advantage, we've been wasteful. And, you know, the goal we scored was very well taken. Really good assist from Jota, and Mo was in the right place. But apart from that, it's just been a catalogue of wayward shots and wasted interceptions. But there's still 45 minutes, and we're gonna have to do something drastic here. I don't want a point either. I want us to go and win this game. That Jota miss gonna haunt me, said Mohammed. It was so bad. It was probably as close to hitting the corner flag as it was the goal, mate. But look, I get it. We're all angry. We're all frustrated. You and I and everybody else in the chat here, we can't change the defending for the goals. We can't change the outcome of half time. All we can do is hope for a better second half and that Arne makes some ruthless changes there at half time. Because we started so well. We're managing the game well. We're moving the ball well. We're pressing from the front, creating lots. I'm almost scratching my head here how we're 2-1 down. Rian said, I think Kelleher would do a better job than Ali. Jacko said, our defence inside our own box has been all over the place for a number of games now. We've leaked quite a few very avoidable goals. Football and Cartoon Fanatic said Jota needs to be sold. I'm still blaming FSG for no signings in January, said VI Jokers. Look, we need to look inwardly here. You know, the ref's not robbing us. Villa aren't robbing us. We've just been too lackadaisical defensively. I thought Canade's done well down that right side when he's intercepted. But I just still don't get that second goal that Villa scored. I just don't understand how you allow their centre forward to be unmarked and unchallenged for a header in the penalty area. And there's two centre backs there looking like it's fucking bullshit. It's not good enough. Stats from the first half. Villa 54% possession, Liverpool 46. Total shots 10 for Liverpool with 1 on target. And that, my friends, is a problem. Look at Villa's stats. 3 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Liverpool's stats 10 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal. We need to be an awful lot better and more clinical in the final third, as well as sharpen up defensively. We just aren't as sharp as of late. Just clean up the passing, up the intensity, stop with the wild challenges, losing battles, just snap to it and get it, said Bumba Dog. Oscar's World said, time to see Endo and Nunes. So, I'll be really honest with you, Oscar, about Nunes. His attitude stunk against Wolves when he came on. You know, whatever about Endo or bringing on Lucho, fair enough. But Diogo Jota's attitude stunk when he came on. He looked like he was half-arsed. John Aldred said the same in his Echo column. I wouldn't be pinning my hopes on him at this point. Garrett said, very nice scoreline, very happy. Will said, Diaz is a must to start second half. We've gone off the boil since the Everton game. Dean said, I wouldn't change anything just yet. Gary said, we're bottle jobs for fuck's sake. Well, off you pop, Gary. I've no time for that type of behaviour, mate. None. You can be frustrated. Of course, you can be annoyed, upset, conceding them. But calling ourselves bottle jobs, you've never heard those words come out of my mouth. And you never will. And I'm not letting it in the chat either. Be frustrated, vent all you want, man. But calling your own team bottle jobs, I don't get. We're losing a game at half time. I don't get it. I absolutely understand everyone's frustration of the scoreline. No arguments on that one. I'm equally as frustrated, but the game ain't over, and even if we do lose it and Arsenal win their next game and win the other game, it's 4 points. But look, you're right to be upset. It's not good enough. Not good enough, not good enough. And we need to start turning those shots into more shots on target that do something. I'm sure Arne is in there now pointing out things that they're doing wrong, but you know, we put ourselves into a good position, start of the game, and then let it slip, which isn't good enough. If that was Núñez with the Jota finish, we'd be all over him. We need to be more decisive in the final third. We'll get chances with the high line. Oh, I agree. We'll absolutely get chances in the second half. No argument about that whatsoever. But it's, you know, we've got to make sure now that the next goal scored in this game is ours. Because if Villa score it, you know, it's a massive uphill task then. So we got to make sure we score the next goal in this game and go from there. You know, if I'm in that dressing room, I'm saying go out there and get me a goal in the first 15 minutes of the second half and then go win it in the last 30. But, yeah, look, we are where we are, folks. We've got to find a way. Do you think we come back, said Luke. I fancy us to take at least a point out of the game. I fancy us to take at least a point out of the game. But I wanted more than a point. So I hope we can turn it around. Can't score, can't defend. Big problems for Slot, said the Elder. Jota is missing those chances. We need to sub. Look, he missed the chance. And I'm sure he's equally as frustrated with himself for missing it. But it is what it is, you know. Nothing you or I can say is going to change it. He's missed the chance, you know. Forwards miss chances, it happens. It's about making up for it now. And making sure we put it right. And I'm sure Diogo's going to want to do that. But this comment, Trent needs to stop letting left side cross the ball. Yeah, we need to get more blocks in on crosses. Both of those goals, I can give you two very quick solutions of how we could have defended them better and changed the situation. Szoboszlai needs to head it behind for a corner and not straight back into play. That was naive. And just in general, the overloads they're creating on the right-hand side and the crosses they're getting in, we need to deal with those better. You know, you can't give somebody like Lucas Digne, who has the quality of a left foot that he has, you can't give him time and space to pick out Ollie Watkins without a challenge. Let's have a look though once again at the bench and the options. Because, yeah, we've got to figure this out. But let's have a look at the options on the bench again. So Kelleher, Endo, Diaz, Núñez, Chiesa, Elliott, Costas, Kwanzaa and Bradley are the options from the bench. Sam said, love Arne, but I miss the Klopp days when we're just difficult to play again. Seems like we're conceding the same types of goals every week. Can I ask you guys a question about Virgil's defending? Do you feel like it's almost too lazy? Because it winds me up something fierce that he just keeps putting balls out of play for throw-ins and not even trying to go and get territory out of them. So if you want to put the ball out of play, at least hook it 20, 25 yards further up the pitch. That's winding me up as well. Especially one of them there, he could have found Andy Robertson if he just looked, but he didn't. He just side-foots it out for a throw-in and resets. I know why he does it. He does it to reset the defence, but it's frustrating to watch. Thank you, Liverpool bless, appreciate you. Tima said, congrats on 300k, you're an absolute legend, but I'm fed up with these owners. No signings, no backing. I'm exhausted with useless club management. These are the situations I find really tricky, Tima, because I don't want to add negativity to a negative situation right now. But I don't know how many windows, years and situations I can point out about these owners not backing and supporting the manager for the business ends of the season, and how many happy clappers and top reds and apologists just continue to say, it's fine, don't worry about it, it's fine, we're top of the league, what are you moaning about? You know, as I said, I don't want to add more negativity now, but it's hard to push back against comments like our friends there again about a lack of investment there on the playing style. But the players that we have need to be better at it as well. You know, they can't be absolved of any responsibility. Gareth, go grab yourself a pint of Guinness and chin up. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Trent is the problem. All goes from his side. Well, he needs to be supported there as well. You know, if they're putting Asensio, Rashford down that left side, you know, Trent needs to have somebody there helping him out as well. And I'm not absolving him of any defensive responsibility, by the way. I'm just, you know, trying to be productive in my response. We're not good enough. I can't see us winning this, said Jay Doran. I hope you're wrong, Jay, obviously, but let's wait and see. Emily said, has Van Dijk lost the gear? He's at fault there. I don't know. I don't know what to say other than every time we give away a free kick, your heart's in your mouth, thinking, how are we going to defend this? 2-0 Madrid, by the way. People are saying in the chat. 2-0 Madrid, people are saying. So that's the end of Man City in the Champions League. Quit crying about handball. I don't know who the hell you're talking to there, but I have not mentioned handball once. I know the rules of football. They couldn't pull it back for that handball from John McGinn because it wasn't directly involved in the goal. So I haven't mentioned it. So I don't know who you're talking to there. Second half about to get on the way soon. Nessie said, we played Trent for his attacking returns. It's been ages since he provided one. Defensively, his attitude feels like the fire is not there anymore. I can understand that, Nessie. I can understand that, my friend. Liverpool blessed as well. Thank you again, my friend. Lewis said, as soon as we let Villa start passing around us after we scored the first goal, the alarm bells were ringing. We need to be controlling these games. Very good comment, that, Lewis. Very good comment, mate. And I think you're spot on. Nick, I'll get to your super chat, mate, in just 1 second. We're just about to start the second half. No changes, by the way, from Arna.